Hi everybody, Gina Marie here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm getting ready to do a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Whenever you find this reading, you are meant to find it. So let's see, Capricorn. Let's see where the cards take us today. Let's see where they take us today. What's going on? What do you need to know? No. Okay. Overall energy of the reading, the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody who's nurturing, somebody who's stable, somebody who's loving. Wow. Okay. In the recent past, we have the Hermit, the Queen of Wands, and the Judgment card. So, the feeling I'm getting off the Queen of Wands is I'm drawn to the fire on the card, which tells me, because there's many meanings of the Queen of Wands, that there was something that you were passionate about, either something or someone, possibly someone, and it kind of caused you to go within. So I can't tell. I'm assuming, because the Judgment card is here, is there was someone that you were passionate about that you were no longer seeing, and it kind of caused you to go within. And it looks like they may be coming back. In your present energies, we have the Queen of Swords, the Death card, and the Seven of Swords. So whatever situation it was that needed to transform, it looks like with the Queen of Swords, there was some truth being brought to that situation. And it looks like whatever truth was brought in, or whatever was learned, that this dishonesty, whatever this was, this has to go. So the Seven of Swords can sometimes be, it could be lying, cheating, stealing, or sometimes it could be someone is being dishonest with you, or maybe you're being a little dishonest with yourself. Okay? We'll have to see when we clarify. In the potential final outcome, we have the Hangman, the Ten of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So whatever this burden was that you were carrying, it looks like you started to see things from a different perspective, and it looks like you were learning something as well. You learned something about this burden as well, and I think you drop it. I think by having this burden and dropping this burden, you start to see a situation from a different perspective, and there is something that you learned about it, possibly as well. Because the Page of Pentacles sometimes he's the card of the student, so sometimes he's learning about a situation, or sometimes the Page of Pentacles in some decks, he's giving an offer to someone. But we'll have to see what it means here. Okay, let's clarify. Let us clarify. So, let's see. What is this Queen of Wands? Let's do that first. What was this thing? I'm drawn to the flames on the card, and when I'm drawn to the flames, I feel like there was something that you were very passionate about. So let's see. Let's see if what I'm feeling is that the Queen of Wands, there was something that was very passionate, but then, wow. Okay, giddy up. All right, with the Queen of Wands here being clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Swords, it looks like whatever you were passionate about, communication came in and it ended it, done and over. So maybe this was a breakup with someone that you were very passionate about. That maybe things were really hot and heavy with you guys, and it looks like it came to an end, which kind of caused you to retreat into hermit mode. But then, I think maybe it came back. So let's see here with the Judgment card. Let's see. So this situation with whoever you were passionate about ended in the past, caused you to go into hermit mode, but then it looks like with Judgment, it looks like it could be coming back. And I see here with the Judgment card being clarified by the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, is the person who's coming back, you never let them go. With the Four of Pentacles is someone holding on to something. So I think you never really truly let this person go, but you're at a crossroads. I think you're at a crossroads about this reconciliation. Yeah. But somehow in the back of my head, I feel like you intuitively know which way you want to go. Because I'm drawn to the moon. For some reason, I feel intuitively, even though you still hung on to this person, even after it was over, I think intuitively you know which way you want this to go. Okay, in your present situation, the Queen of Swords, the Death card, and the Seven of Swords. So something had to transform, whether it was this relationship here, but something in your life has to transform, or like I say, end, so something new can begin. But whatever transforms, the Queen of Swords is here. So it means that there needs to be some clarity, some honesty, some truthful conversations. Because this dishonesty right here, this is not going to fly with her, with the Queen of Swords. So let's see what the Death card is. What is it that needs to transform? What is it in your life that needs to transform? Okay. Clarifying the Death card is the Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So whatever it is that needed to transform, it looks like you needed to move on. You needed to move on because there was a lot of turmoil around it. You needed to move on from that situation because it made you feel like you were left out in the cold. So whatever it was that you needed to end, it's because there was just like, these people are moving from choppy waters to calm waters. So you needed to move on somewhere where it was a little bit more peaceful for you and where you didn't feel left out in the cold. So whatever it was that transformed, the Queen of Swords comes in with her truth and clarity. And I think you get the truth and clarity, and I think that this Seven of Swords, that can't happen. What is this Seven of Swords? So what is it that, is it you're not being honest with yourself about a situation? Is somebody not being honest with you? Let's see here. Because the Queen of Swords, she's all about the truth. She makes those head over heart decisions, Let's see. Why is the Seven of Swords here? The Emperor and the High Priestess. Well, maybe what you were deceiving yourself was about this Emperor. Because sometimes the Emperor can be, you could say somebody's standing up in their Emperor power where it's kind of like, they're taking charge, they're not taking any crap. But sometimes the Emperor can be an ex that has control over you. So possibly with this, it could be this situation, but I feel like you move on to calmer waters because you're tired of feeling left out in the cold, and you realize possibly the truth about a situation and how you were being deceived. And I think maybe what you were being deceived about was this Emperor. And like I said, I think you inherently knew. With the High Priestess, I think you knew. It's like in the back of your head, your intuition already knew. Maybe you were deceiving yourself about this Emperor, thinking that, I'm feeling like the Emperor is kind of like this, where he was being a little bit too controlling. And that's what the deception was you wanted the Emperor to be like this, standing in their Emperor power, taking control, but the Emperor was actually like this. Where it seemed like they were domineering over you. And maybe you knew that was going to happen. Maybe that's why you're at a crossroads with this. Because maybe even though you held, there was a lot of passion here and you hold love for somebody and you never let them go, maybe you inherently knew, because I was drawn to the moon, maybe you inherently knew which way you should go. And maybe you needed to move on from that situation because you knew you were going to end up left out in the cold, because you need truth and clarity. You need truth. You want the truth. And I think the epiphany that you got was that you were deceiving yourself about this person, thinking that they could stand up and be an emperor, when in actuality they were being very controlling. And that's not what you want. You don't want somebody who's controlling. And I think in your potential final outcome here, that's your Ten of Wands, that's your burden. And I think once you drop this burden and you see this relationship from a different perspective, I think that's when, maybe this card here, this Page of Pentacles, is you learning about yourself. And that you want to be with someone more like the Queen of Pentacles. here. And now not a like an out of balanced emperor, not, you know, an emperor who is kind of like very controlling. But let's see what this Ten of Wands is. But that's kind of what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling for you. What is this Ten of Wands? You know, sometimes we have such high hopes for a relationship, but sometimes in the back of our head, we see the red flags. It's like we see them and we just choose to ignore them because we hope that that's not what we're really seeing. You know, and it happens to the best of us, you know. Okay. That one wanted to fly out. Okay. All right. So this burden, this Ten of Wands, is being clarified by the Fool and the Justice card. So I think once you drop this burden, I think you want to take a leap of faith towards things that are more fair and balanced for you. Like I said, I feel like the Emperor is out of balance. And I think you want things that are fair and balanced. So you took a look at this situation truly for what it was. And I think you learned a lot about yourself in there. That's what I think that is. So let's see what the universe has to say. Let's get 3 cards from the universe here. Let's see. What advice do we have from the universe? What advice do we have? Okay. The cards that we have are the Ten of Swords, the Devil, and the Hierophant. And the Devil is he's being crossed by the Four of Wands. Now, the devil can mean many things, okay? Yes, it can mean addictions. It could mean like drug and alcohol addiction. To me, the devil is anything that has power over you. It could be your own negative thoughts, you know? The devil could be someone that it could be a karmic partner, you know? Someone that has control over you. But I want to remind you that the devil only has control over you if you allow him to have control, okay? So what I see here with the Devil and the Four of Swords is or the Four of Wands, excuse me. Yes, maybe the Four of Swords, maybe you do need to rest and recover from this. Is that with the Devil here, I think that you were hoping to have possibly a happy new beginning with this person. And I think this person is your devil, as in, is someone who has control over you. And I think that whoever this is that has the control over you, that needs to be dead, done, and over. You need to take back your control. And the Hierophant here, the Hierophant means a lot of things. It can mean a traditional relationship. It could mean that, you know, possibly that you transform spiritually, going through like a spiritual awakening. It could mean, you know, you need to think outside the box. But right now, what I'm seeing here with the Hierophant is that once you get rid of this devil, this controlling energy or this controlling person over you, and realize that, yes, that this is dead, done, and over, that the Hierophant to me means you need to be true to yourself. I know that you wanted possibly this with this person here, okay? With this person here, okay? I get it, you know? But I think you need to realize that this for you in a relationship, this toxicness in a relationship where the Emperor isn't like this, where he's like this, that's not going to work. That stuff for you needs to be over. That you can't have a happy new beginning. You can't have a stable foundation with someone like this. You need to get rid of this, realize that it's over, and you need to be true to yourself. You want an Emperor who's like that. You want a true partner. You want an Emperor to your Empress. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't want this. You don't want this, because this leads to that. And that's not what you want. And that leads to that. And that's not what you want. So, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Hope this helped. If you like the content that I have, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like a much in-depth personal reading with me, the link to my website is in the description box below. Love and light, everybody.